in the best of times, even when I was world number one for many, many weeks and months in a row. At certain times during the year, I said, what can I improve? What do I need to change? Because if you don't do anything, or you just do the same thing over and over again, you stay the same. And staying the same means going backwards, because the other guys are working hard and improving. So I always needed to find ways to improve my game as well. I don't think it's enough just to love it and then just to do it and go out and win it. It's not that simple. You need to have structured goals. You need to tell yourself, okay, what are my goals for the short term? What are my goals for the long term? Now that I've accomplished almost everything, I'm supposed to go out on the tennis court thinking, let's just play free, it's just hit the ball, who cares, you know? But this is not how you're going to win matches, because it comes down to margins, and you have to be so clear in your mind exactly what you want to do and what you want to achieve. And for me, it doesn't work without any goals, without any targets. I cannot compete properly.
It's okay to lose, like him probably too, it's okay to lose, but you still want it badly. So, and I think that combination got me the win tonight.
Then that's where confidence can help in a big, big way, because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back. So that's when it becomes tricky, I think, when confidence sort of totally leaves you, or you doubt your confidence, you know. So how I stay motivated, I think for me it's actually quite easy, because I get a chance to play on center courts around the world. I've seen a lot of the places many times, so I have a lot of friends that I have in each city that I visit. And then training, that's where I think it's most challenging to make trainings exciting. So I try to sometimes practice in new places, have fun practice partners. And I think the team's super crucial for me. You know, they are the ones that tell me, let's do the running, let's do the jumping, let's do the, you know, this exercise in tennis today. This is what we do in treatment today. And all these things make it so worthwhile then. And then if you win a little bit, it's more fun. My overall game, I have to come to the net. I have to try to finish. I have to try to take chances. To me, it seemed like there was more positives than negatives. And if my dream was really to become a professional tennis player, maybe I felt I should do it. Even though I had a great setup in Basel at home. And then when I went, it was very exciting, scary in some ways, because I was only 14 years old, and I was in a foster family from Monday to Fridays, and only came home on the weekends. And I remember, you know, crying on the train, and I knew I was not going to see my family for 5 days. And then I came back on Friday. I was so happy finally when I could leave again. So the first 6 months were pretty brutal, actually. I'm not sure if my goal was to play pretty or play beautiful. You know, I wanted to win. I'm a winner, and that's what the purpose is. If I play tennis, is I go out there and I play good tennis, and I try to entertain the crowd. Yeah, it's difficult to get used to that, you know, recognition and the awareness that everybody might know you. But and especially in this day and age with social media and everybody having a phone almost with pictures, it becomes tricky, you know. But I think I've been able to remain the person I am, and I stay very grounded. So I don't see that sex symbol kind of guy anyway, and I don't feel that way. I feel like a normal guy who just happens to be quite successful. But it has to start with your family. They've given me everything, you know, on my way, and they've given me the opportunity. And at the end, I guess I believed I could do it because of the people around me. So I'm happy I listened to them. It's very important to sort of move on. And I think also losses make you stronger. It's important to learn out of those mistakes. And then you become better and a better player. You work harder. You know, a light goes up in your head and you're like, you know what, I think I understand now what I need to improve. Being number one in the world and, you know, having the pressure, sort of everybody expecting me to win. And I think I handle it well, and that's why I don't put myself under extra pressure. And I really hope I can do well. And that's really how I look at things, and not going crazy about all the different types of record, but it's nice playing for them or against them. Sometimes it tends to get a little bit much, you know, you have red carpet, sponsors, media. It tends to get a little much for you know, a person, but I think I handle it well, and I always said if I become number one in the world, I'm going to actually start to work harder. And that's exactly what happened, and I think it paid off, and I'm still here today, so it's just great. But I think I was able to play the way I play today because of my fitness, because of my physical efforts I've put into it. I could not believe the balls I would be able to catch, on the court through fitness. And I feel like that connected everything. The moment I became physically strong, I would get to balls I didn't know I could get to. And then with my talent and my hand-eye coordination and my technique, I was able to pull off shots I never thought I could. And I think this is when it got really a lot of fun for me. That's when tennis went into overdrive, I believe. So you have to find your own identity and do it your way. But you can look at them, what they did so good, and maybe use that for your technique or for your game. And I think I did that very well. Well, I've done so much better than I ever thought I would, that it's almost strange for me to talk about what more do you want or what have you done that really surprised you, because it's basically everything I've done has surprised me, because I do come from a small village in Switzerland and we don't think that big, and I've done so much more than all of that anything I do right now is just incredible. But obviously at one point you get used to winning so much, and then you're like, okay, there's certain things I would like to reach.
It's just happy to play tennis and spend time with my friends, really. And it didn't end here, so it's been a perfect journey. I would do it all over again.
Very rare in this day and age. I think we actually almost appreciate if that the other person exists and plays so well, because it actually brings the best out of you. And I've had a harder time when more and more rivals were coming up, because I always thought I don't need those guys. I'm just happy to dominate and play so well. But it's nice having all these group of guys at the top right now. I guess you do have incredible confidence in yourself sometimes, but then also big doubts. Whereas if you see another player, all you see is his strengths and weaknesses as more just like on the surface. So you don't know truly how confident or how worried he is about his own game. So sometimes it's a bit of a chess game, or I don't want to say you pretend like you're super fit or you're super, tired. You try to maybe sort of fake the guy out a little bit, because what the other guy sees might affect the way he plays. But at the end of the day, I just try to play tough and fair, and then made the better guy win.
It was only myself who could tell myself, now, Roger, you have to calm down. Otherwise, it's not gonna last, because you're losing way too much energy. So I stopped, and I'm really focused.
Working on your weaknesses makes you maybe an overall complete player, but you won't be dangerous anymore. You can sometimes relate to that in some businesses as well. That's why I like to work on the strength, and it's really helped me throughout my career. I'm happy I started so early. I was able to learn a lot in the beginning of my career through being on the big stage, in the big moment, meeting very influential and important people who have taught me great things. My mom has been the big inspiration behind me starting my own foundation at a very young age, and here we reach now 10 years of the foundation. We've reached, I think, the lives of about 86,000 kids so far with quality education, and I really still feel we're at the beginning. And I hope we can achieve great things.